So let's start with this. Lakers beat the Clippers. There's two truths about the Lakers. One is really good, and one was fine last night, but it's troublesome. Let's start with this. Their chemistry's been great all year. LeBron and AD just work. It just works. Vogel, LeBron, Frank's done a great job. Dion Waiters doesn't fit anywhere. He fits there. Dwight Howard's been odd for years. He's kind of important. JaVale McGee's a fascinating player. He's crucial for them on the defensive end. Alex Caruso and his headband work really well with LeBron. Their chemistry is excellent. It was right where and it was great in the first week. Listen, LeBron and D-Wade are best friends. It took a month and a half for them to get it together. And by the end of that first year, they still didn't have it together. This thing works. Okay, and it shouldn't. On paper, it is a reality show. It's the oddballs of the NBA and J.R. Smith and Waiters and JaVale and Dwight Howard. Who's Alex Caruso and his headband? But it works. And when you juxtapose that against the Clippers last night, their chemistry was not good. They had more turnovers than assists. LeBron really frustrated them defensively in a couple late possessions. Paul George was great last night. He was stupendous. But he kind of felt sometimes he was doing it by himself. I didn't like kind of their offensive situational basketball. I felt they were off last night. None of it was pretty early. LeBron really struggled for much of the game. But the Lakers' chemistry it's really a credit to Vogel and LeBron. It shouldn't be this good. On paper, this roster has so many parts that don't look like they fit, and they do. I mean, Dion Waiters drives me nuts. Last night, he was really important. And here's the second thing with the Lakers that's the truth. They got a pattern. They get carried by Anthony Davis early, and then he disappears, and LeBron carries him late. And that was good enough last night. LeBron was very good late. Couple of big baskets, couple of great assists, two great defensive stops. Anthony Davis, this year, shoots 53% from the field in the first three quarters. He shoots 40% in the fourth. He just dries up. But he's a monster for the first three quarters. He may be the best player in the NBA quarters 1, 2, and 3. And last night he had 32 in the first three quarters. You know what he had in the fourth? Nothing. So here's my two takeaways. Their chemistry is great and it matters. And they got to figure out this Anthony Davis thing. Because for years everybody said he's kind of soft. This is what people complained about. Where is he? Where's the dog? Playoffs are about dog. It's about veteran players getting in your face. Kevin Garnett, Dwayne Wade, tough guys, LeBron, Kawhi, getting in your face. A lot of guys they just don't have dog in them. They're talented, they don't got dog in them. This league, Pippen had dog, Michael had dog, Bird had it, Magic had it, the late Kobe had it. It matters. 4 games against the Clippers this year. Listen to this. Anthony Davis's fourth quarters. And remember, this is a top 5 offensive player in the league. This is a great talent. I mean, you watched last night. When he's in his game, it's lights out. You can't stop him. Clippers, fourth quarter, 4 games. Anthony Davis, 0, 4, 4, and 2 points. The hell? That is a problem. This is why I don't consider him a championship team. Now, it worked last night because Lou Williams didn't play. Best 6 man in the league. Montrezl Harrell's size, 19 a game. He didn't play. The Lakers bench outscored the Clippers last night. It's not the way it's going to work if they keep playing. But I will say this, wildly fun. LeBron, who struggled early, was tremendous late. He had that shot he missed, follow-up shot. He had a couple of huge assists. LeBron did something last night that was really impressive. 17th year in the NBA. 2 huge defensive stops. In fact, it's either the last or the second to last possession, he stopped Kawhi and Paul George. 17th year in the NBA. Even great players, after about year 12 in the NBA, they stop playing D. Like D's somebody else's problem. Once you got like MVPs, a lot of money, it's like, listen, I gave you 12 years of defense. I'm done playing. Even the great guys. I mean, Kobe was a 9-time all-defense. Last 4 years, he was done with the defense. He had his cash. He had his titles. He had his legacy. I'm kind of done with the defensive end. LeBron last night was huge late on the defensive end. So, and it was a great night of NBA. Now I'm frustrated. Now this is getting out of hand. Zionwilliamson was on a minutes restriction. What this isn't like He's not a football player on concussion protocol. He's not a baseball pitcher off Tommy John surgery. Zion was on a minute restriction. This is bulldoze parenting by the Pelicans. We talked about this yesterday. There's a term called helicopter parenting when parents hover over their kids to make sure they're safe. The new term is bulldoze parenting, where you just clear a path for your kids. Pelicans, you need to win these games. You're not in the playoffs yet. You got to win these games. You had the game. Zion wasn't on the floor at the end. Put him in for 2 minutes. He's not dealing with concussion protocol. He's not a Tommy John surgery case. Put him in the game. Was his conditioning that bad? Because he had, well, let me look this up real quick. Didn't he have like 15 points in 13 minutes? Not that bad of shape. Maybe it was 13 points in 15 minutes. Either way, not that bad of shape. Here's the other thing. Brandon Ingram is the all-star for this team. Zion's the MVP. When he was on the floor this year, they're plus 11. He's off, they're minus 4. That is a monster swing. He's the MVP. He has a physicality that Brandon Ingram does not have. There are just certain people, Joy talked about it yesterday, walk into the room and kind of own it. Zion walks into the room, it's like, damn, even in NBA circles, it doesn't look like anybody else. There is a physical presence with him that is so crucial. Put him back in the game. They need the wins. Here's the other thing. So Zion, off a real injury, now it's just because he's not in perfect shape. And for the record, I don't think anybody's in great shape yet. So Zion in college, he got hurt. Remember at Duke? He was out a month. He came back for the ACC tournament. I looked this up this morning. You know how many minutes he played in the first 3 games back? 36, 35, and 40. MVP of the ACC tourney. You got him stopping at 15? Because he's got a little belly? Oh, is anybody in great shape now? I mean, seriously, this isn't Tommy John. This isn't concussion protocol. Just put him in for the last 90 seconds. You had that game and gave it away to Utah. You know, Utah's in the playoffs. They're going to be fine. Pelicans need those W's. And again, this is this bulldozing parenting, this protecting Zion. Listen, NBA travel stinks. Oh, wait, there is no NBA travel. Like, I get the NBA travel. Veteran players don't want to play back-to-backs. Totally get it. 82 games, winter, I get it. Guy plays, if you're a star in the NBA and play 72, I'm good with it. People did that forever until they gave it a nickname, load management. But the worst part of the NBA, the travel, there is no travel. You play, go on a Stairmaster, go to your room, get a catered meal. This is personal coaching, shooting coaches, personal training. Listen, I'm not asking you to play Zion 39, but 15? How do you get in shape? You play your way into shape. He's good. We can go up to 20 minutes. We're good. And last night, that was your game, Pelicans. That was your game. This isn't Steven Strasburg. This isn't pitcher limits. I get pitcher limits. I do. I get young pitchers, Strasburg. Let's watch his arm. Let's not go to 200 innings. I get those. I get people, concussion protocol, one more week. I get all that stuff. I get if he had an ACL tear. I get it. This is because, he needs a few more days on the treadmill. Last night, I'd have said, what's the clock say, 2:15? Boom, back in. Because when he's on the floor, he may not be the all-star yet on this team. He's the MVP.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.